Hey, what's up, replay viewers? How you guys doing? Hashtag replay in the comments. If this is the first time you're seeing me, please drop in a 1. I'm always interested to see the first time viewers. I have lots of new friends. If you're not familiar with me, my name's Civi. I live here in the Philippines. I'm a hotel consultant by day and a internet marketer by night. But working part-time online, I'm now making a full-time income working part-time online. So today I figured I'm always doing videos here at the house, and I figured I'd just give you a little bit of a tour, right? And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna show you guys around this place that we call the compound where we live here. So this is the house we're living at. This is my buddy's place. His dad built this place. What's up, Angie? My buddy's dad built this house in this area maybe, I don't know, 15 or 20 years ago or something. And it's really pretty. It's really pretty. And I'm gonna actually take you guys for a walk into the spa area in the resort, because this is actually attached to a giant property. And his dad built this maybe, in the 90s. And since then, his son has taken over. And my wife's been working with them for about 5 years. Check out how big this tree is. Look at how big that tree is, right? So my wife's been the GM here at this property for about 5 years now. That's another door. That's going to our buddy's place. That's a nice pool villa. My wife's been the GM here for about 5 years, and I help my buddy who owns this with, consulting and right hand to the CEO type stuff. He's expanding the business right now to a different island, so he's there currently. And this here is just it's a spa/resort, and they've won multiple awards. My wife's helped lead them to best romantic retreat in Asia, best couples retreat, best honeymoon, something. They're on the leaderboards for all the TripAdvisor awards. That's one of the other co-owners' homes. Back behind there is one of the most beautiful houses you'll ever see, honestly. It's like something from a fairy tale. It overlooks the ocean. This here, you can see below me here. Let's see if I can use this thing. This below me here, these three terraces, it's unfortunate because those used to be actually sustainable gardens using gray water. So they had a roof and they were collecting the water and they were feeding the plants, but looks like they stopped taking care of them, which is unfortunate. I'll show you something interesting here. This house was the first house the second house that Nadia and I lived in when we moved here. We lived in this house about 6 years ago. I'll show it to you. It's what they call a native structure. So this is exactly the Filipino native homes. And Nadia and I lived in this house for a whole year together. Just get my gimbal going. So that's where we lived for a year. It was nice. Inside there, it's all wood and natural. And as you can see, it's the middle of the jungles, right? Like, we're living in the jungles here. And that was a cool experience because we got to live. I blew a sandal. We got to live in the Filipino native house, the same way that they've been living here for hundreds of years, right? So it was an interesting experience. I wouldn't want to live in it long term. There's downs. It gets moldy and it's hot, but it's a cool experience. So let's go out here a little bit. I'll take you guys out to the spa. So we got to be a little bit quiet because they're having treatments. I'll flip the camera around and I won't talk. So these are the spa houses, or whatever you want to call them. I think there's one there. There's one over here. I come here and hang out sometimes with Sativa. If you've ever seen videos for my funnels, a lot of times I'm walking right here. I walk back and forth on this, making videos for the various different business opportunities we're in when you make yourself a bridge page, right? So say you're in a company and you want to drive people to that company. You want to drive them to the sales page, you want to give them the information. A good way to make it a personal touch so that the person knows you're the leader is to make what's called a bridge page. So a bridge page is a page of you giving a little bit of value, talking about the company, talking about yourself, and then it goes to the company. So back when I was just starting out, before I had my own groups and before we had the Explosive Entrepreneurs team and stuff, I was just making my own bridge pages. And you probably saw me walking up and down these paths making bridge pages. So here we're at the reception. Here we're at the reception. There's one of the girls working. There's me in the reflection. See me? Hey, how you doing? Gardeners. They have a little boutique here, selling some stuff. Good morning. Very wonderful staff here at Mandala always. This is the entry tree. This entry has a lot of meaning for the owners. This was where they first came up maybe 25 years ago and sat here and meditated on the idea of building this amazing resort. So they did. So down here, in the Philippines, there's always guards everywhere. Hey guards, how you guys doing? Say hi. Hi. There's always guards everywhere. So these are our vehicles. So we don't have cars here, right? We have electric tricycle, it's called. I used to import these into the Philippines from Japan. That was one of the ones I imported as a small business. There's one of my motorbikes. Oh yeah. My scrambler. Oops. Yeah. My pride and joy. Love it. And then down there goes to the road. Goes to the road down there. And, if you guys have ever been to Southeast Asia, if you've ever been to Phuket or Bali or Boracay or any of these places, I can tell you that the second that we get outside of our driveway, it's a fucking shitstorm out there. Dave, what's up, brother? I'm just giving everyone a tour of the house and where we live here. Just showing them my motorbikes and our e-trike. Down that path, there's actually an event center where we do yoga and boxing and stuff, but I don't want to walk down there. It's a lot of stairs and there's no signal for the phone, so I'll actually lose you guys if I go down there, but it's really cool. So here we got the reception again. So this has been home for us now for, almost 7 years. And every time I walk out here, I'm just super grateful that we get to live in this magical little Filipino jungle. And, my wife was the GM here for many years. So I was always hanging around, and one of my best friends is the owner. So it's cool. Morning. This is the reception area where they check in the rooms. Upstairs there's a restaurant where they serve vegan, vegetable, fish, good foods. How many of you guys on this live have been around Southeast Asia? Let me know in the comments. If you guys are ever heading out this way and you want to have a real spa experience, I highly recommend this place. It's amazing. So now we're going to get into the villas. Down here, I think there's about 10 or 11 villas. And, again, they're built native style, but they have all the modern amenities, you know what I mean? 60-inch televisions, air conditioning, and for sure a bar. Cool, man. David says, thanks for sharing. Yeah, I figured I would just walk around and show you guys kind of the house. It's a pretty amazing backyard that we have. I kind of take it for granted, like anything in life, right, guys? Everything you have in your life you take for granted until you leave it, and then you realize that it was amazing. So Morning. I'm gonna walk around and just give you guys a bit of a tour. So you can see in there, they're cleaning one of the villas. Actually, housekeeping's in there now. I'm just gonna poke the camera in and show you guys what it looks like. Just to show you the inside. That's the villas. Morning. Just doing some housekeeping, waiting for the next guests to arrive. This is the bamboo. They use bamboo for everything in the Philippines, right? So they're gonna use that. I don't know what they're building with that bamboo, but bamboo is like the main thing to use for construction around here. If you guys are looking at me in the background, you can see everything is bamboo. And bamboo is cool. It looks cool. You know, it's easy to use. It's cheap, but it breaks down very quickly. You need to rebuild all the time. All the time. So here's some more bamboo. Looks like they're building something. A couple more villas. So I'm thinking, later on today, the Explosive Entrepreneurs team, we have our weekly hangout where anyone can join us. And, we give some value, we do some storytelling, talk a little bit about our journey. And I think I'm gonna sit here today for it. I don't know why, I'm just having a feeling I'm gonna sit there today. I'm gonna come out here and sit here and see if I can feel some different energy than just sitting at the house. Okay, so those are the rooms. Oh, they're building here. What are they making? I'll show you guys. They're building something. They got ladders, all sorts of stuff going on here. There was actually a time where my wife and I were looking at building a house right here on this platform. The beach is right there. There's a cliff and then there's a beach. And we were thinking of building a home here because these used to be villas, but a typhoon. When the typhoons come through here, they take shit out big time. And they took out those homes. I don't know if you guys heard about the Yolanda typhoon that was in Asia maybe 5 years ago. It was the biggest hurricane typhoon ever in the world history, right? And it was called Yolanda, and it just destroyed the Philippines. And it came through Boracay. But luckily for us, just the edge hit us, but it was ridiculous. Like, I've never seen anything like that in my life. It was completely insanity. There were full trees, like giant trees. I'm talking like massive, massive jungle trees that were ripped out from their roots and thrown hundreds of yards, like way down the road. There were cars that were pushed over. We had to use a chainsaw to get out of our house because the trees fell into the home, right? And it was a scary experience. My mom was here visiting, so I had her checked in at one of the hotels that I was managing that was a safe, new building. So she was there, and this whole place got destroyed. It was really sad, actually. So that house there was taken out by a typhoon. So when we started thinking about building a house and building it right on the right on the land where the typhoon took it out, we were kind of like, maybe we won't do that, right? Maybe we won't do that. I'll show you guys, this is, back here, this is like the work area, right? So, here, I'll show you this. This is this is where they do their, like, construction. It's all falling apart back here. And then that's the office where the girls are doing the paperwork. And then here they have a little garden starting. They have a little organic garden just starting. And these are all the herbs and spices and stuff that are served at the restaurant. Right, it's a farm to table restaurant. There's the office. This is where Nadia used to hang out. Right? One thing that I really love in the Philippines is this nipa rock. These rock, they use it for everything. They use it for everything and it just looks cool, right? It's everywhere. Cool, so that's the loop. I basically walked away from our house. I took you guys through, down by the vehicles, out by the resort, through the spa. Now I'm back to the spa again. Spa's over here, right? And then I'm gonna take the path, and the path is gonna take me back to our house, where I am going to have some breakfast. I'm gonna follow up on my messages that I have in my inbox, because on my journey, you know, at the beginning when I started the online journey, I was always chasing people and trying to get people to come look at my stuff because I didn't understand how to be the attractor factor, right? I didn't understand that when you position yourself as a leader and you provide value, people come to you and they ask you what you're doing. So now I spend my days replying to people's inquiries. What's up, bro? Replying to people's inquiries, helping them understand what they need to understand to move forward, and then working on our team and working with our teammates on building our fortune together. Whereas before, I was Lone Ranger, I thought I could do it all myself, and that's just not the industry we're in, guys. We're in a personal development leadership industry, and it's all about your team and your who you want to work with and who you want around in your space. So I'm gonna finish up this little walk, I'm gonna eat some breakfast, and then I'm gonna get ready because our team has an Explosive Entrepreneurs value-based hangout at, what time? 7 p.m. Standard Pacific Time, Monday evening, which is a few hours from now. And so we're back at the house now, right? This is a new water tank that we're getting put in, if you're wondering what that is. There's Sativa. Hey, Sativa. Oh, what's going on? And so that hangout's going to be at 7 p.m. Standard Pacific Time. You guys are welcome to join. If you want the link to join that, comment below, ask me for the link. I'll send you the registration link. And what we do there is I'll send you a reminder when we're about to go live, and you'll get the Zoom Hangout live link. And I have some special guests coming on today. I have one of my teammates who just busted through some fear of sorts, and she had an awesome breakthrough, so she's going to talk about that. We have a couple guys on our team made a few $1,000 this week. We're going to talk about that, and it's just awesome. She says 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Looking forward to it. Yeah, so Eastern Time 10, Standard Pacific Time 7. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little tour of the compound. That's the Philippines in a nutshell, man. You saw the bamboo houses, you saw the native house that we used to live in, right? You saw the spa and the resort that my wife was managing for 5-6 years. They won lots of awards. It's a very high-end spa. It's expensive. And you got a little tour of our walk around. You saw my motorbikes, right? You saw the reception and the restaurants and all that stuff. So if you're wondering what this place is, you can look it up on Google if you want. It's called Mandala Spa and Resort Villas. Mandala Spa and Resort Villas. And it's located here on Boracay Island. It's awesome. I recommend it. So thanks for coming on the tour with me, guys. I look forward to seeing you on the live hangout today. If not, I'll catch you on the next broadcast. See ya.